Hello students. Last lab class I have discussed the design of IR Butterworth filter that was for low pass and for high pass. So today I am going to give the explanation of how to design a IR Butterworth filter, band pass and band reject. So one question is given here. For this example or for this question, I am going to design that band pass and band reject Butterworth filter. So for data sample at 1000 hertz, this is given in question means 1000 hertz is your sampling frequency. You need to design a band pass filter with less than 3 dB of ripple in the pass band. So this is your 3 dB ripple is given in the pass band, and that pass band is defined from 200 to 300 hertz. So these are two pass band frequencies, and at least 60 dB of attenuation in the stop band. So in the stop band, whatever attenuation is given, that is given as 60 dB, and that stop band is defined from 100 Hz to 400 Hz. So these are two stop band frequencies are given, and your Nyquist frequency, Nyquist rate is given as 500 Hz. This is your sampling frequency 1000 Hz, so Nyquist frequency will be half of your sampling frequency 500 Hz. So for these given data for this question, you need to design a IIR Butterworth filter, band pass filter and band reject filters. So let's say this is your frequency magnitude response. So in x-axis frequency is there and y-axis your attenuation is there. So this is your pass band width from here to here. This is your pass band width, and from here to here this is your stop band width. So corresponding to pass band, so this is your pass band width means from here this is your pass band gain, which is given in your question as 3 dB. So minus 3 dB is your pass band gain. So corresponding to pass band gain, we will be having two frequencies. One frequency is here, another frequency is here. So this frequency is your FP1 and this frequency is your FP2. And corresponding to stop band gain, this gain here. So in question it is given as 60 dB, minus 60 dB. So this corresponding to this stop band gain, you are having two frequencies FS1 and FS2. This is your 0 hertz, 0 frequency hertz, and last this is your half of the sampling frequency means Nyquist rate. So this is your frequency magnitude response. So from the given question, whatever given question is there, this question, from this question minus 3 dB is the pass band gain means is KP is your 3 dB. F, and that pass band is defined from 200 to 300 Hz. So this is FP1 is 200 Hz and FP2 is 300 Hz. And stop band gain is your 60 dB. So KS will be your minus 60 dB, this 60 dB. And that stop band is defined from 100 Hz to 400 Hz. So let's say FS1, first stop band frequency is 100 and FS2 is 400 Hz. So these 6 datas are required: FS1, FS2, FP1, FP2, KP and KS. So these 6 datas are required to design a band pass Butterworth filter. So now let's move to MATLAB program. How to write the MATLAB program? So first, now to start any MATLAB program, you need to follow the steps. First, you need to write the whatever data are given in your system, or write down all the data. Then apply the commands or apply the formulas. Find what you need to find out. After finding it, then plot your graph. So three different steps you need to apply while writing in any program of DSP lab. So this is program. So in any program, starting lines are CLC, clear all and close all. I think all of you know what do you mean by CLC. CLC is to clear the command window. Clear all is the command to clear the variables present in the workspace. Close all is the command to close the other figure windows. Next, What datas are given? So these datas are given. So write down all these data. Kp equal to 3 is given, Ks equal to 60 is given, Fp1 is given, Fp2 is given, Fs1 is given, Fs2 is given, and sampling frequency is also given. This I have written directly here. You can ask from the user. How to ask from the user? Just write Kp equal to input in bracket, right, enter the value of passband gain. Like that, you can ask from the user also. Next is, after writing the data, since these frequencies are in hertz, so you need to calculate the normalized frequency. So for frequency normalization, this percentage means this line is not a command. This line is not understood by the MATLAB as a command. This line is written as a comment. That's why here percentage is written. So now convert all these hertz into a normalized frequency. Let's say omega p1 is your normalized passband 1 frequency. So this will be your fp1 divided by fs by 2. F is your sampling frequency. You are normalizing your this frequency with respect to your sampling frequency. So fp1 divided by sampling frequency, half of sampling frequency. Similarly, omega p2 will be your fp2 divided by half of sampling frequency. Omega s1 will be your fs1 divided by half of sampling frequency. Omega s2 equal to fs2 divided by half of sampling frequency. So up to here, up to this step, we have normalized our frequencies. Now you need to find the order and cutoff frequency of your Butterworth filter. So the command is n is your order and omega n is your cutoff frequency. So these two you need to find out. So what is the command in Butterworth filter? BUTTORD is the command. Uh, then write in small bracket what data are given: omega p1, omega p2, corresponding to omega p1, omega p2, corresponding to omega s1, omega s2, and kp and ks. So corresponding to all these data, you need to find the order of your system and the cutoff frequency. So this is the command for finding the order of the system and the cutoff frequency. Next, after finding the order and cutoff frequency, find the coefficients of desired filter. Let's say B is the coefficient of numerator and A is the coefficient of denominator. So command is your for Butterworth filter BUTTER, and corresponding to what you need to find the coefficient. Already you got your order and cutoff frequency. So for this order and for this cutoff frequency, you need to find the coefficient of filter. And since I am designing this filter as a band pass filter, so I have written here band pass. For low pass filter, write here low. For high pass filter, write here high. For band pass filter, write here band pass. And for stop band filter, write here just stop, S-T-O-P. So only this you need to change in your system for different filters. So when you run up to this command, you will get the order, cutoff frequency, and the coefficients, B and A coefficients of your desired filter. Next, after finding the coefficients and order, now find your frequency response. So H is denoting your frequency response corresponding to your frequency omega. So what is the command to find the frequency response? Command is your FREQ, and that frequency response is in Z transform. So FREQ Z, and frequency response you are finding corresponding to these two coefficients, B and A. Clear? So this command, this line will give you frequency response. After that, find the gain of the system. Since your gain is not here, is not in dB, so finding your gain in your dB. After finding the gain and frequency response, now you have to plot your frequency response. Frequency response containing two responses. One is your magnitude response, another is your phase response. I am going to plot magnitude response and a phase plots, two plots in a single plot. That's why I have used here the subplot. So let's say I'm going to plot first subplot is as magnitude response and second subplot is as phase plot. So subplot, two rows, one column. First plot is your magnitude plot. This is the meaning of this line. So now plot it. Plot this gain versus frequency. This frequency omega you got here. So divide by pi. Pi is nothing but your 3.14, that's pi. Then after plotting, give the X label, give the Y label, and give the title of your plot. Next plot is your phase response. So 2 rows, 1 column. Second plot is denoting your phase response. So phase response, your see here, this omega versus angle only. Angle H will give you angle H. H is your frequency response. Angle H will give you the phase of that frequency response. After plotting, give the X label, Y label, and the title of your plot. So this was about the IR Butterworth filter band pass, design of IR Butterworth filter band pass. For stop band filter, just here in place of band pass, write the STOP stop. So you will get the frequency response of stop band filter. So in command window, after running that band pass filter program, in command window you will get the result of this. This is your cutoff, this not cutoff, pass band omega p1 pass band frequency. See here, this is not in your hertz, this is in normalized frequency 0.4. Omega p2, omega s1, omega s2, and n. N is your order of the system. Omega n is your cutoff frequency. So two cutoff frequencies you are getting. In between, see here, 0.4 is one pass band, two pass band frequencies are your 0.4 and 0.2. So cutoff frequency you are getting near to those passband frequencies. Clear? The B is your numerator coefficients and A is your denominator coefficients. So in command window, you will get all these results. Now see the frequency plot of your system. So first plot is denoting the magnitude response and second plot is denoting the phase response. So gain versus normalized frequency and phase angle versus normalized frequency. See here, from 0.4 to 0.6, this only you got here. Omega P1 0.4 to 0.6 means passband frequencies are 0.4 to 0.6. And what was your passband dB? This was your minus 3 dB. See here, you are getting the minus 3 dB also. And what you are getting here, stop band frequencies 0.2 to 0.8. So 0.2 to 0.8, you are getting the stop band frequencies where at minus 60 dB. So these are your stop band frequency. Clear? The response. Similarly, if you want to design the IR filter, low pass, high pass, band pass, or stop band, if you want to design the Chebyshev type filter, so same program you need to write for Chebyshev type 1 and Chebyshev type 2. Same, everything, CLC, clear all, whatever data are given, KP, KS, WP, WS, find the order of the system, find the coefficients of the system, same. Just one command you need to change here. For Butterworth, here BUTT was there. So for Chebyshev type 1 low pass filter, you need to write CHEB1 ORD. This is the command for Chebyshev. And for finding the order for Chebyshev 1, CHEBY1. In Butterworth, this command was your BUTTER. Just these two commands you need to change. All other steps similarly you need to follow. Similarly, for Chebyshev type 2 low pass filter, for type 2, just here 2 you need to add and just here 2. All other steps are same. Clear? So for low pass filter, here you have not written the LOW low. That command you have not written. Means by default it will give the response of low pass filter. For high pass filter, you need to write high. For band pass, you need to write the band pass. For band reset, you need to write the stop. Clear? For Chebyshev, only this you need to change these two commands. Others, all steps are same. Clear? So this was your design of IAR filter. I have covered all the designs. Butterworth low pass filter, Butterworth high pass filter, Butterworth band pass filter, Butterworth stop band filter, and Chebyshev type 1, Chebyshev type 2. Thank you.